Hey everybody, this is Neil with Daily Dividend Investor, and today I want to spend about 2 minutes talking to you about why I believe you should be the one to manage your own money. I recently got a portfolio update from one of the mutual funds that is in my IRA account, and it's American Funds Capital Income Builder. And looking at the update, the thing that struck me most was, the goal of this fund. It says here, Capital Income Builder seeks to provide a level of current income that exceeds average yield on U.S. stocks generally and a growing stream of income over the years. Growth of capital is secondary objective. I thought, that's funny because that sounds a lot like what the Daily Dividend Investor really tries to do. It's really about building an increasing stream of cash flow through dividends. And so the next thing I thought was, well, okay, let's see how well did the fund perform this year. And I was kind of shocked actually because I know that the Daily Dividend Investor portfolio actually did okay this year, considering that the markets overall were kind of flat. But I don't know if you can see this here. For 1 year return, it's down 3.11%. So in the last year, the fund lost its investors 3%, basically, which, it's not a good thing, right? So I thought, okay, well, what are these guys holding? What kind of stocks are in the portfolio? And what I found interesting was that they have a list here of their top 10 holdings, and going down the list, Philip Morris International, DDI holding, Altria, DDI holding, AT&T, a DDI holding, Verizon, a Daily Dividend holding, and Kraft Foods, Abbott Labs, both Daily Dividend Investor portfolio holdings. So the portfolio is not all that different. But what I think makes the difference is that, you're paying these guys a lot of money to manage your money. I wanted to compare that a little bit with the Daily Dividend Investor portfolio. I ran some numbers, and I'll post those here shortly. But basically, the portfolio started with about almost $122,000 in value this year, January 1st, and I added about $3,700 in additional new capital. So the real starting number for the portfolio was about $125,639 and 12 cents. The portfolio ended with a value on December 31st of $130,466 and 61 cents for a net gain of $4,827.47. What that really computes to, though, is a 3.8% gain. So, I'm no rocket scientist, picking stocks, based on the Daily Dividend Investor rules, and I managed to squeak out a gain of almost 4%, while the so-called experts lost 3%. So I think this makes a good argument that you really need to be the one in charge of your money. And so I hope you'll continue following along and send me any questions that you might have about the Daily Dividend Investor portfolio. I'd love to hear from you, and we'll talk to you soon. Take care.